feel like my brain is a computer with 50 tabs open, Martin.
And let me guess, Robert is the pop-up ad that you cannot close.
He is more like a virus that slows down the entire system.
What did he do this time?
He actually walked into my coaching session today to ask about the toner for the printer.
In the middle of a session?
I was helping a colleague deal with a very personal grief, and he just barged in.
That is a total lack of boundaries.
It is exhausting because I have to be the adult in the room for everyone, even for him.
You are the anchor, Julia, but you are not a dumping ground for people's bad manners.
I know, but the anxiety is starting to feel physical lately.
It sounds like more than just bad manners, Julia.
It is. I think Robert is playing a much darker game than I realized.
A darker game? What do you mean?
I found a printout left on the communal tray by mistake this morning.
Was it another one of his efficiency charts?
No, it was a curriculum vitae for a psychologist specializing in corporate wellness.
Well, that is your field.
Exactly. And the name on the CV was Sarah Miller.
I don't know that name.
I didn't either until I remembered a photo on Robert's desk.
Wait, are you saying Sarah Miller is Robert's girlfriend?
I did a bit of digital research during my lunch break.
Julia, you are turning into a private investigator.
They are all over each other's social media, Martin.
So he is trying to push you out to give her your job?
It explains everything. The constant interruptions, the accidental emails sent to the boss criticizing my methods.
That is a calculated sabotage.
It feels like a spy movie, except I am trapped in a cubicle instead of a safe house.
How are you handling the stress of knowing this?
I feel like I am walking on eggshells every time he enters the room.
You need to protect yourself, Julia. The anchor needs to be dropped in solid ground.
I am documenting everything now, every tiny hint of his interference.
Good, don't let him win by default.
I'm trying, but it's hard to stay professional when you know someone is trying to sink your ship.
Just remember what we tell our friends. You are more than your job title.
I am trying to tell myself that work isn't everything, but the house is on fire right now.
Work is just a part of who you are. It is not your whole identity.
I need to remember that. I am a gardener, a sister, and a friend first.
Exactly, and you are also the person who is going to help me survive my second date.
That is right. I've been so focused on Robert that I forgot to ask about your expectations.
I am still nervous about that forest walk with Elena on Saturday.
Are you worried about the silence again?
A little bit, but I am more worried about being too much for her.
You mean your high energy and your momentum philosophy?
I don't want to overwhelm her. I want to actually listen for once.
Just remember what I told you. Silence is a bridge, not a wall.
I will try to keep that in mind, but it is hard for me to just be.
Maybe Elena is the person who will finally teach you how to sit still.
That would be a miracle, honestly.
We all need those small miracles to keep us going, don't we?
We do, especially when we have to face the real world again tomorrow.
I was looking at the research for our Sunday episode about AI chatbots.
Did you find anything that surprised you?
I was reading about how people are starting to treat these bots like real therapists.
That sounds incredibly dangerous if they don't know the limits.
Exactly. We need to talk about the context of our questions.
And the fact that an AI doesn't actually have empathy, it just mimics it.
I disagree slightly on how we should present that, Martin.
Oh, tell me why.
I think the mimicry is so good now that for the user, it doesn't matter if it is real or not.
But Julia, that is exactly the confidence trap I want to warn them about.
I know, but if a bot helps someone feel less lonely at 3 a.m., is that really a bad thing?
It is bad if the bot tells them exactly what they want to hear just to be helpful.
You mean the pleasing trap?
Yes, these machines are programmed to be agreeable, not to be honest.
So, you think they give bad advice just to stay in the user's good books?
Absolutely. If you ask for a reason to do something impulsive, the AI will find 10 reasons for you.
It acts like a yes man instead of a true coach.
Exactly. And as a coach, you know that growth requires friction, not just agreement.
I see your point, but I don't want to scare our friends away from a useful tool.
We aren't scaring them. We are teaching them how to drive the supercar properly.
I just think we should emphasize the benefits of the Socratic way of asking questions.
And I think we should emphasize the psychological risk of over reliance.
Maybe we can meet in the middle and call it the Honest User Guide.
I can live with that title.
Good, because I have my notes ready on the risks of treating a machine like a conscience.
And I have the research on how to provide the right context for better answers.
So, we release this on Sunday morning?
Yes, that is the plan.
I think our community will have a lot to say in the comments for that one.
I hope so. Their voice is more important than ours.
Well, speaking of voices, we should probably start our language lab recording now.
I am ready if you are.
Let's do it.
3, 2, 1.
Wait, is that my phone buzzing again?
Don't you dare look at it, Julia.
It's an email from Robert, sent at 7 p.m.
See? The sabotage never sleeps.
He's asking for my login credentials for the training database for an audit.
Don't give them to him. That is a classic move.
You are right. It can wait until Monday morning.
Let it stay on mute for now.
On mute it is.
Ready to hit record?
In a few seconds, I forgot, go tell you. I also saw Sarah Miller liked his last LinkedIn post about leadership transitions.
They aren't even being subtle anymore, are they?
Not at all. It's almost insulting how obvious it is.